Throughout your life, you're going to spend all your time with your friends, family, your kids, your spouse, people from work. And over time, all of your time hanging out with these people are going to go down, except for your spouse. With your parents, you're going to grow old, you're going to move out, you're going to see them less and less and less. Your friends, you're going to get a girl, you'll probably stop talking to them as much. Still see them every now and then. You have your kids, they're going to grow up, maybe around 18, somewhere in the 20s, they're going to move out, go live their own life. And then you got your spouse, right? Your spouse, you're going to be living with them forever. You're going to grow old with them. You're going to spend as much time with them. You're going to be coming home from work, seeing them, waking up next to them. You're spending all this time with your spouse. And people will be dating and accidentally have a kid, and they're stuck with this person forever. And you got to think, and like for me, whenever I think about that, it's like, man, why would I kind of settle with somebody who I'm cool with, but I don't actually enjoy being around? So my approach on dating now is, if you're dating somebody and y'all are cool, but it's not awesome, but y'all are cool, you just cut the ties, like honestly. Or if you want to be a douche and just date around while you're dating somebody, if you're not super serious, date around till you find that real connection, go for it. Because whenever you're dating somebody who you're just cool with, you're just kind of dating them out of scarcity. Like you're scared you're not gonna be able to find somebody else to replace them, so you're just settling. So why settle with somebody who's just fucking, all right? They're cool. You know what I'm saying? For me, I'm like thinking about it now. I'm not gonna date anybody unless I have a real connection with them. Sure, I'll hang out with some girls every now and then, but there's really no point. I want to keep dating until I find somebody I truly connect with. And if I feel it's not right after a while, I'm gonna cut ties, try to find somebody else, and not cling on to somebody just because they're an option right now. Most men these days will take anything with a pulse. I had a friend in high school who he was literally known by our friends for saying pussy's pussy, because he would talk to any girl and just have sex with any girl, because that was his whole thing. And he ended up getting someone pregnant early, and he's stuck with her for life now. He's got a kid with her. That's ties, And for me personally, the way I'm gonna be viewing this now is, I want to find the woman who loves the things about me as a man, rather than me changing and doing the stuff that she loves in a man. So I'm not gonna be changing myself to please her. She may be the perfect person, but she's not my perfect person. So I'm not gonna change. I want to find the girl who's perfect for me. She could be perfect for somebody else, but I'm not gonna stick around and try to change myself to appease her. And you may be thinking, I can't even get one girl, so why should I be picky? And all you need to do, just start improving yourself. Go to the gym, work on your body, read some books, get some more knowledge, learn about more topics so you're more interesting as a person to talk to. There's so many different things you can do to improve yourself, and it comes with time. If you're actually going out and trying to meet a woman, you're gonna be able to. There's an abundance of women in the world. Just because you can't get one, I can promise you the reason is you're not actively going out and trying to get one. If you were approaching girls and talking to them, you'd be able to find a girl, and you'd be able to experience what I'm saying about she's not the one for me. Leave. Keep approaching somebody. Find somebody who's right for you, and start assessing people's interests and seeing what's right for you. You might go on a date with some girl, and she's super cool. You can tell she's cool. She's real social. She's talking about all of her interests, but her interests don't impress you at all. That you don't find them interesting at all, and it's just not for you. She might be talking about how she likes this, she likes that, and you're just like, man, you like this shit? And it's not a big deal if you're not interested in her interests, but to an extent, if you're dating to marry, to have a spouse, think long term. It's man, if she has completely opposite interests than me, and I'm not willing to change, because it doesn't interest me at all, then clearly that's not the right one for you. But interests aren't all that matters. Whenever you're on dates and things, pick out part of the personality that you actually like and you resonate with. It's okay, that's my type of girl. That's whatever the case is. You can have some that you dislike, obviously, but find what you actually like. That way, whenever you are interacting with someone new, you'll know if you like this person or not. And I'm sure it'll click. If you're on a date and you're talking to this girl, and you're gonna know you're gonna like her or not. But still, knowing what you like in a person is just good to know, and it'll be easy to pick out. You'll truly know, because if they have these qualities, they'll just be oh shit, this chick's my type. For me personally, I like women who are real social and they can speak. They're not necessarily outgoing, but they're good at talking. And I like them actually having their own interests, not being fully about me and my interests. I want them to be able to do their own thing and stuff that I like. And I like short girls a lot, so I'd be leaning more toward a short girl. But that's not a deal breaker, right? But I want them to have their own interests. I want them to be like into upkeeping themselves, improving themselves too, because I don't want to outgrow them as I'm growing, because that could easily happen. If I'm growing at like this crazy pace and she's just staying down here, I don't want to outgrow her. And I'm like, okay, I don't like her anymore. I gotta ditch her. I want someone who's gonna at least try to keep up with me and improve themselves, keep their body in shape, keep their mind upright. You know, that way they're not just like mentally draining me trying to keep up. That's just partial. That's just what I like. You know, and I can't help that. You can't help what you like. So it's just part of it. And everybody has their negatives, right? So you gotta understand that you can date like this, but don't be super picky. Like, I have my negatives. So if a girl's dating me and she doesn't like how I eat, I'm super picky. I'm like a health freak and I'm obsessed with this shit, and I eat the same thing almost every day. I eat super picky. I'm not gonna go out and eat all the time. And if a girl can't handle that, you know, I'm not the right guy for her, because I'm not gonna change that. Everybody has their negatives. So you have your negatives. Understand what your weak points are too. That way, whenever you're out dating, they can know what you're like and what's bad about you. That way they'll know if they like you, you like them, and it's like reciprocated. Because your spouse is gonna fall in love with you twice. It's gonna be the current you and the man you want to be in the future, or not even the man you want to be, the man you are in the future. Because you're gonna change over time. So you gotta understand that. Have your goals aligned with who you want to be in the future. That way, whenever you are that man, you'll know if your woman will continue to like you. Because over time, obviously, attraction fades. So you want to continue being a man that your spouse will continue loving. That way, you have a nice, fulfilled relationship in the future. And I can't really speak about this because I've obviously never been married. But this is just my personal belief on dating now. I'm gonna try to take it a lot more seriously and actually go out and experience dating properly instead of just dating just a date and chilling with somebody. Because you have, like, genuinely think about how long term that is. If you got all these friends, all these family members that you're eventually not gonna hardly ever see. Same with whenever you have kids in the future. They're gonna grow up, live their own life. Talked about this, but your spouse is gonna be with you forever, or hopefully. I would assume you would want that, right? That's the whole point of getting married and just having a relationship. You know, you want it to last, so you're gonna be with them constantly. Like, you're gonna wake up, maybe you have work, or whenever you're retired, you won't even have work. You're usually going to be with this person all the time. So why would you settle with somebody who you're just not even that compatible with? It's literally like if you were to marry. This is weird, right? But if you were to marry your guy best friend, that'd be ideal. If he was a woman, that'd be like, it's fucking weird, but that'd be ideal because you like to spend time with your best friend. That's why he's your best friend. So why would you settle with a girl who's like, you know, this friend that you have is like way on the totem pole. You're like, you can chill with him once a week, maybe once every couple months, and he's cool. But like, if you spend like multiple days in a row with him, you're like, oh fuck this guy. I'm tired of hanging out with him. You want this girl to be like your fucking guy best friend. So think about it that way. But anyways, if you're interested in the content, please subscribe. I make videos about self-improvement and just philosophy type stuff, things I'm interested in the moment. Kind of just make videos on the spur of the moment. But if this resonated with you at all, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Maybe you disagree. Let me know why you disagree. But yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Make shit happen.